Hey guys, I'm going to be breaking down an average of 5 I just got, as a few of you guys have been asking for me to do some examples of. I am sub 15 on the 3x3, so if you average anywhere between 15 seconds and even a minute, then I'm sure this video will help you out. Okay, let's get on to the first solve. So for the first scramble, you can see that there's a pretty easy white cross. Orange and blue are pretty much done already, and red and green are in good positions. So what I did is I faced green and did B prime to put in blue. Then I did red and green together like this. And before I inserted green, I moved this corner out of the way, so it's still in the top layer. Then I did F prime. And the first pair I did was the green and orange. Paired up like that, and inserted into the back. Then I used keyhole to do the next pair. So the edge is here and the corner is already solved. So I just did a D to move the corner out of the way, inserted the edge like this, and did a D prime. And now the pair is solved. And here I rotated, which I shouldn't have done. I should have noticed that this edge matches with the side sticker, which means that I can do it without rotating. So I rotated and saw this corner, so I rotated back and solved it into the back. Then I rotated again to do this pair. And then OLL and Wiper. It's pretty nice last layer because there's no AUF. So the second solve I did yellow cross. You can see that the green and the red can go in together like this. So what I did is I moved the blue out of the way, so I did D2. Then I did red and green together, so that green is opposite to blue. Then I did a D prime, and I did the orange one last like this. The first pair I saw was this one, so I paired it up like this, and then I rotated and inserted it into the back. Then I saw this pair, pair it up, U2 and insert into the back. And this pair is already done, so I just inserted it, and this pair is nicely set up. And then OLL. And for this G perm, I did a U2 and the RUD algorithm, but what I should have done is do this algorithm from this angle. And that would have been faster, but instead I just did a U2 and the normal RUD algorithm. So the third solve I did white cross. You can see that the orange and the green can go together just like that. So what I did is I faced this side and did orange and green first, like that. And then I just put blue down like that. And then I just did the red piece last like this. One small thing is that I did it this way instead of this way, because if you do it this way then this corner is on the bottom layer and I don't really like that. So I just did it this way, so the corner is on the top layer. So the first pair I saw was this pair. Paired it up like that, insert it into the back. Then I saw these two. And then these two. And while doing that pair, I tracked this pair, and I realized that this sticker matches the front, which means that I have to rotate to solve it. So I did these two. And then OLL and F-Prim. So the fourth solve, I did white cross again. You can see that there's a pretty easy white cross with orange and green and blue all together in relation to each other. So what I did is I faced this side and I did orange first and blue and green together like this. Then I aligned and did red last. The first pair I saw was this pair. Paired it like that and inserted it into the back. Then I did these two using an algorithm that I do sometimes. Then I saw these two, paired it up like that, and inserted using white F moves. And finally this pair. And then OLL and Apron. So the final solve, I did right cross. You can see that the blue cross piece is ready to be solved in one move like this. But doing this leaves the green piece in a really bad position. So I did an L first, so the green and the orange is set up like this. Then I did a D prime, B to put in the green, and L. And lastly I did red with F moves like this. And here I did something really stupid and I don't know why I did it, but I did a U prime, rotated twice, and a U2. What I should have done is just do this pair like this into the back. So yeah, for some reason I didn't do that and instead I did a U3 and did this pair. Paired it up like that and inserted with white F moves. And now I did this pair, which I should have done at the start. So there's a lot of ways to solve this, but I did it like this to turn it into that case and solved it like that. Then I rotated to do the same pair again. And then the final pair like that and inserted, and then OLL and J-Perm. So yeah, that was the average of 5. If you want to see more of these, then let me know in the comments because this was really fun to do. Also, if you haven't seen my previous video, I just made a Discord server, so I'd really appreciate if you've joined that. The link to it is in the description. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helps you guys a little bit, and I'll see you guys in the next one.